Hey everybody, good morning. David Galula from DataQuest here, covering one of the many new features in Acumatica version 2019 R1. I haven't had that much coffee yet, so do not mind me as I stumble over some words. If you've not checked out the release notes for this version, please do it. It's over 190 pages, which means tons of terrific new features. But today I'm going to cover new functionality to override shipping address on various documents. In previous versions of Acumatica, ERP users cannot override the shipping address in AR documents. SO invoices, pro forma invoices, or invoices. And this limitation was causing issues with taxes calculated based on the shipping address by Avatax from Avalara and other tax calculation providers. So now the default shipping address in documents is copied from the location address specified for the customer location selected for the document. So when working with documents that have the on hold, balance, pending print, or pending email status, you can now change the values in any of the boxes in the Ship to Contact and Ship to Address sections of the Address Detail tab. Change these, you just select the Override Contact and Override Address checkboxes. Pretty simple. So what that means is when Acumatica is integrated with Avalara Avatax, information entered on the Address Details tab is going to be used for tax calculation. And if a user overrides the Ship to settings, the address updated by the user is going to be used. So, sort of enough preamble. I'm already showing what it looks like here on invoices and memos. So a couple things to note. Billing Address tab is now Address Details. And on the new Address Details tab, section names have also been changed. You can see over here, Billing Contact to Bill to Contact, and from Billing Address to Bill to Address. Also, if we take a look at the Financials Details tab, you'll see that the print and email options are located here now. They were bounced from the Billing Address tab. If we take a look at cash sales, I'm cheating ahead on my tabs open here ahead of time. You're going to see the same functionality layout and labeling changes were instituted. Billing address is now called Address Details. Address Details tab, the section names have been changed, and you can see the override functionalities in place. And with invoices, Financial Details now has your print and email options on them. If we look at sales order invoices, you're going to see the same changes, which is great. I won't say all the words again. However, before I move on, let me note that when an AR invoice is generated for an SO invoice, the Ship to Address and Ship to Contact settings are copied from the SO invoice on the invoices form to the AR invoice on the invoices and memos form if they've been overwritten. So, it really behaves the way you would expect. Pro forma invoices, you'll see the same, great set of enhancements. Another note, right? When the user, when you guys are running process pro forma invoices, the information from the Ship to Contact and Ship to Address sections of the pro forma invoices form is copied to the AR invoice. So again, it's really behaving the way you would expect it to, given these additions and changes. A couple final thoughts and gotchas. If you're using address validation, on click of action, validate address on the SO invoice, AR invoice, memo, cash sales, or pro forma invoices, Acumatica is going to validate the bill to and ship to addresses. So just keeping that in mind as you're overriding those ship to address details. During an upgrade to 2019 R1, the shipping contact and address settings are updated with settings copied from the location specified in the document of those same 4 forms. Some report changes to keep in mind. In the Ship To section of a few reports, the system copies the settings from the Ship To Address section of the originating form, right? And the 3 to keep in mind are the pro forma invoice, the AR invoice/memo, and the SO invoice memo. So what did we see today? Nice little overhaul as it relates to overriding shipping addresses and details and some key documents. Again, it's your AR invoices and memos, cash sales, sales order invoices, and pro forma invoices. It's going to add a lot of flexibility, and it's chiefly going to help, with more accurate tax calculation. If you want to chat about anything Acumatica or Star Wars or the Chicago Bears, you can hit me up on Twitter via @DavidGalula, DavidGelula, on LinkedIn via David Galula, or via email, david.galula@dquest.com. Thanks for watching.